What up, dudes? Before we begin this podcast, I want to let you know that we are brought to you by the dudes at MyBookie. Thank you, MyBookie, for sponsoring this episode. Guys, at MyBookie, winning season means watching live sports and betting live sports all season long. So join now with the promo code Go Deep and get your first deposit match dollar for dollar all the way up to $1,000 so you can get a jump start on your winning season. Let's go into the show.
What's with deep? Going deep. Chad and JT.
Call me Sally and tell me it's Tuesday. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. My cousin had one for me. I can't.
Oh, do it, dude.
I can't let him down.
Which cuz?
Evan.
Nice.
Where is it? Oh, where did he say? Oh, I know where he said it.
You trying to track down the thread?
Yeah. Okay. So start from here. Ready? Woo hoo hoo! Tickle my taint and tell me it's Tuesday. What's up, Stokers of Stoke Nation? This is Chad Kroger coming in with the Going Deep with Chad and JT podcast. Guys, before we begin, I'll remind you once again that we are brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims pubed, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dongs are looking fresh and clean. Because when you see a fresh dink and you look at your dink in the mirror and you see freshly cut pubes where you're like, that looks like AstroTurf. It is so well manufactured, so well maintained. What's going on here? And then you remember, oh yeah, I've been manscaping. Thank you, Manscaped. You changed my life. Have you manscaped recently?
Yeah, dude, I had an interesting incident where like it really reminded me of how important my Manscaped is. Because I was at my mom's and I'd forgotten my Manscaped in LA. And then I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to shave my pubes and my face. And I do this every time. I shaved my pubes first. Oh, and then I was like, why'd you leave the face second? I was like, you dumbass. And then I was like, I wish I had my specifically designated pube shaver with me so I wouldn't be in this predicament, because I did just shave my face after. Yeah.
You know, I don't. I've done that before too. I don't think it's that bad.
No, I don't think so.
It's your own juices.
It's your whole body. It's hair from like 3 feet south. Is it really that much worse? Yeah.
Like, is the grundle, whatever's going on in your grundle, that much different from your face?
Probably not.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I think. Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I dig it.
Nice.
I kind of like using the same razor for my pubes and my face, just like to give, the downstairs the same amount of respect.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. That's badass.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm sure your pack approves.
Yeah, I think it does.
Brand new turn of phrase for it. The pack.
The pack.
Yeah.
That's a good rap group from the Bay.
Yeah. Was it really?
Kind of.
Nice.
They had a song about Vans shoes.
Nice.
What was it? Coke White Vans? Dude, I don't even remember the song at all.
Did that help inspire your love for Vans?
No. I think Lords of Dogtown did.
Yes.
No,
great performance by Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, I can remember when I first started wearing Vans. I think I started wearing Vans before that, but I don't know. That was what, like the classic Vans. When you see those, and it's just like, you're like, that's it. That's all you need.
It is a good look.
Yeah.
Did Paul wear classic Vans?
He wore Chucks in Fast and Furious, and I think he switched to Vans in Too Fast, Too Furious. But he never really wore like classic Vans. He wore like the I don't even know what you call them, the more of the skate shoe type.
Right.
Like the sort of, there's a little bit more stuff going on there.
Nice.
I can't talk right now. I feel like I'm jumbling my words.
No, you're not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're just tired too.
Yeah,
we've had a long day. Yeah, we've been kind of, look, I don't want to lick our own balls too much on recording,
lick 'em.
but
dude.
we've been working hard.
Yeah, I've been working hard.
Yeah,
today was like kind of like during the day. I was like, because I'm so used to just having a lot of stuff to do,
Yeah.
And so today, I was at 10 a.m. I was like, surely there's something I'm missing.
Right.
Like, I think I gotta do something.
Right.
That's sort of like, because like when you're working a ton, you're like, man, I just can't wait till I get some rest. And then you do get that rest, but if you like are in work mode so much, you're sort of like restless. You're just like a dog. You're just like,
Yeah.
what do I do?
It turns into horniness for me. Yeah.
Yep.
But those two things, they grow together.
Yeah.
Busyness and horniness.
And
yeah.
how does that manifest? Do you like need a release, or do you just hold it in and do squats? Like, what's that?
It's
what's
a little
that
bit of
look like?
both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to release, but then I also kind of try to channel it into productivity.
Yeah.
Like working out's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little more Instagram stories.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me that yesterday. I was like, wow, I can't believe you even made that connection, that the horniness fueled your desire to create more Instagram stories.
Yeah, it's there was a correlation.
Yeah.
Or just not knowing what to do with all that energy, but I knew if I didn't dedicate it to making Instagram stories, it would go towards horniness.
Right.
Yeah. And I can't afford that.
Yeah. No, I hear you. That's smart. You got that's like channeling your chi.
Right.
That's like tantra.
I mean, if you looked at my daily masturbation totals, it would still be excessive horniness, but it could be worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting when you sort of like get into a mindset where you start to believe that jaying off is bad for you,
Yeah.
because then it kind of like ruins it forever.
Yeah. No, you got to go easy on yourself, though.
I know, but it's like I sort of treat it more as like a gift now. Like, if I have a lot of work to do, I'll try not to do it before those work days, so I can have a little more, chi, a little more jing in my ding.
Yeah.
And then when I finish the work and I have a day off, I'll just explode onto my sheets.
Yeah. Well, I think you're like a Ferrari too. Like you need good gas, good oil. If you start putting that bad gas in there, the car like doesn't run the same.
I break down and cry.
But I mean, yeah, Ferraris do that. Yeah. But I've never seen no, you're always running well though.
Oh,
yeah.
thanks.
Every time I see you at the track, the car's running well. Yeah.
I try.
Yeah.
But maybe I put on that face. Maybe just in my mind, I'm sure like I'm losing it.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
Oh, okay.
Do you feel that way? Do you feel like you're losing it?
No, but I think a lot.
Yeah.
I think more than I think people think I think.
Yeah. I know you think a lot.
Yeah. I don't know if I show it. Because people are like, oh, you seem so chill right now. I'm like, really?
You are chill though. You are chill.
I know.
You're just like. But I know how many ideas you get because you call me. So I'm like. So I know when you have ideas. Yeah. But a lot of them are genius. So I'm like I'm
thanks.
super stoked. Yeah.
Well, same with yours.
It's fun. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I got to try and stop thinking so much. My brain's just running away with me sometimes. Yeah. But dude, I think part of it is I just get so juiced up when we're working a lot that I start to I'm feeling so good about it that I don't feel that I'm kind of getting shaky a little bit. Or I don't know if shaky is the right term, but I'm just like really amped.
Because you're feeling so good?
Feeling so good, but then I think I start to feel a bit fried. And then like I don't and I keep doing things that'll fry me more.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you.
And then but I feel good. Yeah.
So you worry that you'll get too fried, like you need to establish that rest time?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, which is crazy because I rest a lot, but I think I just need it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's something about when you're doing creative work where it's sort of like it takes a different part of your mind, or it makes you super tired,
right.
First off. And so it's like if you're doing sort of like menial tasks all day or just like sort of scheduling stuff or, typing on the computer, it's like, I feel like that's way different than when we're like, okay, we have to like come up with stuff or like perform. You got to like rest your brain. Yeah. Because you're like, you need that period because you're like, I'm about to like use all of this for an extended period of time. Does that make sense?
Totally.
Yeah.
No, I feel that really acutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, dude, if I got to like be on, I need a lot of time off.
Yeah.
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 Because it's like, it is, you got to be hyper vigilant. Yeah. You're just like all awake.
Yeah. Sorry
it's
if I
tough,
disturb you during your rest time.
No, not at all. Dude, no, I get plenty of rest. You're the best. But I just like, I don't know. What else? I really
know.
fumbled that one.
No, but I think it's interesting because it's sort of like it's weird that we're in Corona and like our busyness is one of the highest it's ever been.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
But I don't know. Maybe there's something to like when we have to like make stuff. Maybe I think for me, when we were making stuff, I didn't put as much thought into like the preparation, or like, you know. I think like there's just so much more brain power. Like I don't know. I think I like once you really understand what you're doing, then you sort of like need to tune your brain. But when you're sort of like learning along the way of like how to create stuff and like what you're doing, I think you kind of, I at least didn't. I don't know what I'm talking about.
No,
you
you're.
can cut this.
I know what you're talking about. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of like you start to understand. Okay, which parts of my brain do I need to use? Whereas if before it was sort of like you're like a sponge. You're like, okay, I'm just gonna go and figure this out. But now it's sort of like, this is what I have to do. These are the beats I have to hit.
It's more professional.
Am I making any sense?
You're making total sense. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It might be too behind. I mean, it's just a good conversation for us.
Yeah.
But it's professionalism. I think it's the same thing. Like whenever we go to do something now, it's like it feels a bit higher stakes than it did when we first started.
Yeah. Maybe it's just it feels higher stakes.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the people we're working with, you know, it's like the people we initially worked with were friends. We knew them first as friends and then as colleagues. But now we're meeting people as colleagues first.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's a different just I mean, it still feels the same in a lot of ways, but it's a slightly different kind of rapport, I guess.
Totally.
Yeah.
Toads.
Yeah, dude, we read an article that the universe is two-dimensional and we're living in a hologram.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, I was reading it, I was like, I don't understand this, but
didn't make sense to me either. Sort of did.
Yeah.
Insofar as that I understood 2 sentences out of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think you touched on this before we started, because when I first heard about the universe potentially being a hologram, I was like, oh, that'd be such, like you said, a relief.
Yeah.
But I think you said a relief in regards to a simulation, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking it'd be a relief because then the universe wouldn't be as ginormous as we think it is. Because that's so daunting, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because you're like light years and like 18 billion light years, you know, that like the thought of that is just what makes you want to explode.
Yeah, if this could potentially undermine all that, and they're like, no, it's actually really small, you don't have to know all those words, I'd be like, all right, this might be a W.
Right, yeah. Like, if you didn't have to understand, like, gravitational waves.
Yes.
Because, like, that's been on my dome for, like, 6 months.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. Well, I've just thought about it. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, crap, I have to learn about gravitational waves soon.
Just make sure you give your dome a rest and you think about Slurpees and stuff.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Slurpees and, like, I don't know, maybe like tangerines.
Yeah, although Slurpees can get complicated too.
For sure, like flavors.
Yeah.
What do you go with?
I haven't had one in years.
Same.
Too much to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when it said that the universe was 2D, I was like, oh, okay, so we're just like projections, and I was like, but yeah, I felt tremendous relief because I was like, oh, if this is all a simulation, then all these mistakes I'm making have already been preordained, and then I won't feel them as much.
Yeah. Like there's no free will.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
But that's not really for you in the idea of like you can't create your future.
I feel good about my simulation.
Yeah. Oh, you think it's
Yeah, I think I got a lucky one.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a good way to think.
Yeah.
That's smart.
But and when people say, okay, so because I know this isn't about that, but if it did say that I just want to get to what I want to say, that if it did say that we're living in the Matrix is incredible.
Yeah.
Like, how do I feel this much in the Matrix?
Right.
I'm feeling a ton, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're feeling.
I'm feeling.
Yeah.
You know, Willie Steamin' Beeman from Any Given Sunday?
Steamin' Willie Beeman.
Steamin' Willie Beeman. I'm Feely JT Healy.
Feely JT.
Feely JT Healy. I'm a quarterback and I'm sensitive. Yeah.
That's good. when people hike, they hike into your heart.
Yeah. Heart, heart, on heart, heart. Blue, 80, heart, heart, feelings, heart. That's 6 yards on first down.
Emotional toll 42 and hike.
Emotions, motions, emotions, emotions. Hike, heart. Yeah.
Depression.
Depression.
Anxiety. That's an audible.
Anxiety.
Anxiety. All right, you're gonna go for the euphoric trip. All right.
Hey, you're gonna be running downfield, baby, and you're also gonna be running into your new life. This is all about transformation. I love you, dude. Yeah. That was crazy though. The world's 2D.
Yeah.
That was pretty nuts that the world's 2D.
Yeah, I'm wearing Leo on my shirt.
Nice, dude, from R&J, Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a spirited discussion with a lady I was on a date with about that. She doesn't like Romeo and Juliet.
That's a travesty.
She thinks they're too dramatic, which I kind of like that she said that because I'm so dramatic. But yeah,
Like Offset.
I was like, oh yeah, we're different. Yeah.
That's cool.
She doesn't like The Notebook.
That's a very interesting dynamic. Cause you love The Notebook, right?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Dude, when they start making out on the boat,
It's not over. It wasn't over.
Yeah.
It's still not over.
that was the most confusing boner I ever had because it was like I was like, oh yeah, love, but
Yeah.
like, so it wasn't fueled by like sexual things. I was like erect because of love.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
That's the best erection.
First time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an erection that can last.
I was like 12.
Yeah.
And
Forever, maybe not, but I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like 12 and I was like, holy tomatoes.
Dude, there's a scene where they're rowing in the lake, and he's rowing, and she's in there, and then just this torrent of rain comes down.
Yeah.
And then they sit there and and he gets soaked. His white linen shirt is just soaked. And then they're at this like tense moment. He just starts smiling, and then they both just start dying laughing.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. They're like, he's rowing the boat.
Yeah.
And then I was like, why are they laughing? But then I went, I want to laugh like that.
Yeah.
I want to laugh when it rains on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote you every day.
I wrote you every day for a year. It's not over. It wasn't over. It's still not over.
No.
Pow. Oh. Oh. Wait, no, keep going. Keep going and then cut back to me. No, keep doing it. Keep doing it. It's great. Dude, Wahlberg in Fear. You just watched Fear?
Oh, yeah.
That guy uses some lips. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
He's buff in that movie. He might be the toughest guy from any movie.
Yeah.
Wahlberg in Fear might be able to take like Achilles from Troy.
He's made out of bricks.
He's like indestructible. The dad's like kicking the shit out of him, like throwing him through like, glass, and he's like just getting up and shaking it off like the Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Fear. It's so, man, I just love 90s movies. There's the feel.
Yeah.
Everything about them.
Great texture.
The dialogue, the texture, the style, the parties they go to.
Yeah.
It's all cool. And then like teenage life seemed like it was like sort of like perfect back then.
Well, they're 17, but they're allowed into bars. And the bartender's like, no, that's in like 10 Things I Hate About You. Like the bartender's like, what's up, Verona?
Yeah.
You're like, you're 17. How do you know a bartender?
Yeah.
Where you can like get into, and like, Wahlberg in Fear, he's like the pool shark.
Yeah.
At like the coolest Seattle brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that make you want to check out Seattle? Have you ever been to Seattle?
I've never been, no.
I kind of want to check it out.
You're going, right?
Seattle?
Oh, no. What am I thinking about? Not Seattle.
Santa Fe?
No, I knew you were going to Santa Fe. I got confused about where your dad was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've never been to Seattle. But, usually around this time, like when summer's ending, I'm like pretty devastated. But then I get ready for fall. I'm like, yeah, like I'm gonna start rocking a sweater and I'll get into it for a little bit. And then once it gets past December, I'm like, all right, back to summer.
Dude, yeah. Dude, I got super sad last January. I think some of that was seasonal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I was feeling blue, dude.
Yeah.
Because I was in Wyoming for a week when it was like ice cold.
Yeah.
It was like getting into your chest. And I was just like, I'd look out into nature. I don't like nature that much, which is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd look out into nature and I'd be like, man, that's an unforgiving tundra. I was like, everything out there is just dying.
Right.
And then I was like, well, I don't feel good.
Yeah.
Then I came back to California. I was like, all right, that's a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like being in snow for an extended period of time.
It's tough.
I lived in snow for, a year, a couple of years. It was horrible. I hated it.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be cool. I was like, sweet, I'm gonna it's gonna snow. Maybe we're gonna have snow days, And then the snow came, and after one day, I was like, this fucking blows.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It gets everywhere. You have like one snowball fight, and you're like, that was cool, and that's it. And then you want the beach.
It's crazy. Yeah, I think I'm just not. If you wanted me to be able to handle it, I had to get out there earlier.
Right.
I'm just too old and soft now. I can't do it. Yeah.
But you appreciate like the ocean, right?
I love the ocean. Yeah. Like if that's cold?
No, in terms of nature.
Yeah, I do like the ocean a lot. That's true.
Yeah.
That one. But like, I don't know. I've had friends be like, dude, like, isn't that sunset crazy? And it is crazy to me, but I can't like sit and look at it for like 20 minutes.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, come on. What are we doing?
Yeah.
But I want to dial back so I can appreciate it. Yeah.
If you were to go to like Zion National Park, would you be stoked?
Yeah. If we had like Netflix, yeah.
So like, you had like a couch and a TV at Zion National Park.
Yeah, like when we went to Mammoth, I made all the guys watch Queer Eye with me. It was awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reggie had the best line. He was like, I was like, if you were like one of the kind of, super straight guys that they have on there who's kind of like hickey or whatever, he's like, just walks in late. He's like, I think 7 gay dudes just kidnapped Andy. And then Reggie had the best line. He's like, how do you know they were gay? He's like, they were moving in slow motion because they do all those montages on that show.
Oh man.
7 gay dudes just kidnapped Andy. He's getting a makeover, dumbass. Oh, sorry, I didn't know. Oh, that was him? That Van Ness character.
He's getting a makeover. Yeah, I wrote a letter. You can read?
I'm getting a goddamn makeover.
I'm getting a makeover. Yeah, I guess I've been a little sad ever since my dog Charlotte passed away. He was about my best friend. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to, trying new things. And they give him like a comb over, like a sport coat. He's like, hey, I'm feeling pretty good. I think I'm having fun.
I think 7 gay dudes just kidnapped Andy.
The kids are like, Dad, you look amazing. You look so good, Dad. Yeah. That show is good.
I gotta watch it. Oh man.
Did you read the article about the dude who said that the Apple iPhone was gonna flop?
I couldn't open that for some reason.
Dude, I agreed with his critiques.
What do you say?
He says that it ignored the main reasons the iPod succeeded: simplicity and ease of use. Because when the first iPhone came out, it was really cumbersome.
Mm-hmm. So this was like 2008 or something?
Yeah.
He said it?
Yep. He thought it had too many functions in a single box. That was super wrong.
I was really resistant to getting an iPhone when it came out.
Me too.
I was like, I'm going to get you an iPhone. And I was like, no way, I'm going to break it. Have you seen that thing? I was like convinced. I was like, I'm going to break that straight away.
And then he said people would hate the touch surface.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I was a little bit hesitant about too.
I think I do remember not liking that too. I was like, I like buttons.
Yeah. It was hard for me. I didn't like it. But now I'm like, this thing's 7 hours a day on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, so Donald Trump said that he might do, that he was down to do a political debate with Joe Rogan as the what's it called? The interviewer? The moderator.
Moderator.
Yeah. Thoughts?
Yeah. I'm down.
I hear you, man. Dude, I think I'm down too.
Yeah.
If he can't do it, maybe David Goggins. Yeah.
David Goggins. T-Mac Sink. Pat McNamara.
Yeah, he's good.
Maybe you take them on like a gun range. Or maybe just they both do sprints.
I think former guest of the pod, Matt Iceman,
Oh, yeah.
host of American Ninja Warrior, would crush it.
He would crush.
He'd bring so much positive energy to it.
He'd be so fired up. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, he'd do a really good job. Also, I like John Dickerson.
Who's that?
He hosts like the Slate Political Gab Fest and Face the Nation, I think. Or he has some political show, I forget the name. But
Yeah.
I like him. Yeah.
Who else do I like?
You know who else would crush it?
Hmm.
My uncle.
Your uncle?
Yeah. He'd be really good.
He'd be good. You know, I think my brother would be good.
Yeah?
Because he kind of like, he'll like say things to you and then just kind of stare at you and like, you kind of feel like he's trying to break you down. So if he did that to them, see who could really just take the test.
Right.
He'd be like, so they'd start the debate and they'd be like, all right, welcome to the debate. And my brother'd be like, hey. And they'd be like, hey. And then you'd see who'd break first. Because he'd just say, hey. And then you just make him stand there.
Dude, I like that. Make them hang in the discomfort.
Yeah.
Skip the policy and just get into like,
Yeah.
who knows how to be chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they just want to break the silence with their, their script or their like charm or something. They just
Right.
like, but who can stand there for 20 minutes and just be comfortable?
Dude, I like that.
Yeah.
Also, if your brother would just like, if it devolves into shit talking, say, hey, bros, no talking shit.
Yeah.
Just swipe it down like that.
Yeah.
Hey, no talking shit. Let's keep it specific.
You talking shit? Knock that out.
Knock that out, dude.
No.
Hey, bro, chill. Chill, dog. You're getting rowdy, dude. You're getting hot under the collar. We need you to chill.
Hey, dude,
Cameras. There's cameras everywhere.
take it down a little bit.
Yeah, dude. I would be
Apologize. Apologize.
Dude, come on, say you're sorry, dude. Say you're sorry for the last thing. That was rude. Dude, I think I would. I don't think I would do well in a political debate.
Yeah, I think you would.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, hell yeah.
I would get convinced of the other side. I'd be in there to argue one side politically, and then the other guy would debate me. I'd be like, that guy's making some really good points.
Right.
I'm on his side now.
I like that, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fire.
I'm the most gullible person. Someone that makes a good argument, I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but you're like the only person I've ever met who's aware of their gullibility. Yeah.
That's true.
That's like a movie character or something.
Oh, dude, thanks.
Yeah. It's like, I'm gullible.
Yeah.
Oh no, Mr. Potata. You put the ruse on me. You know I'm gullible.
I think I'm gullible with like self-awareness, like exactly with self-awareness. So it's like someone will tell me something, I'll be like, man, that is a super convincing argument, and I really want to believe that. But in my mind, I'll like hover above it, and I'll be like, just don't grasp onto anything.
Right.
That's how that kind of works.
Dude, have you seen like what Troy Casey's up to?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He said if God would have wanted me to have a mask, he would have put one on my face. And I was like, so if God like wanted you to brush your teeth, he would have just had like a toothpaste factory in your mouth? Like, it's like there's a ton of shit we've added on. Yeah.
If God wanted me to wipe my ass, he would have.
I would have pooped invisible or something. Yeah. Oh yeah, if God wanted me to wipe my ass, there'd already be toilet paper on my butt.
Well,
yeah.
Did you see him at the Freedom Rally in like May?
No.
Dude,
Maybe caught a minute. Yeah.
he's like, I'm a California beach dude. Do no harm and take no shit. And then like half of it, he's just yelling at the mic. He's like, freedom.
He's good on the mic.
He's very good. He
and
takes
he's ripped.
He takes
Yeah.
his shirt off.
Yeah, he's ripped.
And he's literally standing on like an apple box. And he's just like, he's like, do you really want them injecting your kids and your grandkids with aborted fetal tissue? Where'd they get those babies from? You're just like, I was literally in bed, just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's intense. Yeah. Dude. Should we answer some questions?
Yeah.
Was there any other topics we wanted to hit? Oh, dude. No, dude, I wanted to try this thing. So I watched Duncan Trussell's last episode of the Midnight Gospel
right. Yeah,
with
yeah.
his mom, and it's really compelling. I would tell everybody to watch it because she has like stage 4 cancer, and they're talking about it pretty candidly on there. And she has really interesting outlooks on life. But one thing that she did that was a meditative practice that was really interesting, and I want to try it on you, is can you feel the inside of your arm, like what it feels like? Just focus on doing that. Yeah.
With my mind?
Try and do that. Try and feel the inside of your arm.
That's so weird. All right. Do you want me to tell you when I think I feel it?
Yeah. Or what does that feel like to try and feel it?
It feels like I can feel the blood flowing through it.
Do you feel, I don't want to guide you too much, but has it changed like your perspective on other things?
My perspective?
Yeah, because like for me, it helps get me present. And that's what she was saying it for.
Oh,
She's
really?
like, it'll make you present. It's like a meditative exercise that you can do. Just try and, I might be saying it wrong. I hope I'm not. But just try and feel the inside of your arms. Yeah, it switches me on right away.
You do? Yeah, you do.
Everything
feel it.
else goes away. Yeah.
That's
and you can do it
awesome.
and then you do the inside of your legs, and then you do sight, and then you do hearing. And she's like, that's a meditative practice that you can do for free every day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I remember I read Eckhart Tolle one time. I don't know if I talked about this on the pod, but he talks about getting in the present moment, where he's like, when you observe the external world without judgment, just as it is. And for like, I was in the movie theater. I was seeing like Ocean's 8 with my mom, and I was like trying to like do that. I was trying to just observe. And I did it, and for like a split second, it was like I felt present, and I was like, whoa, like the physical world is amazing. It was like this weird thing where I was just like in awe of how incredible this like existence is. You know
That's
what I mean?
awesome.
Like if you just take a second where you just like take in like the studio, and then you're just like, holy shit, like look at where we are. You know,
That is crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like this is like people built this shit
Yeah.
from their minds.
And there's 3 cameras pointed at us recording us.
Oh shit.
And we're talking. I'm being serious too.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah. I kind of got a little glib there, but I'm serious. Like,
Yeah.
it's nuts.
So you actually are being serious?
I'm being serious. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was dumb. Yeah, I'm being serious. It's a lot to take in. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, Aaron, we know you really well now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron, when we started, we didn't know you well. And now over the years, now we know you really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's pretty crazy.
Mhm.
Is this going to make sense?
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's fun.
It could be a trippy episode.
Yeah, it could be.
Sort of Joe Rogan-y.
I like that. Yeah. Rogan, dude.
Rogan.
I don't think he should moderate the presidential debate.
Yeah.
I just don't think he knows enough about politics. Yeah.
No, and it would be
I sounded so
so.
snobby there, but yeah.
No, I mean it would just. It would be so. He'd be like, "Are you serious right now?"
Yeah. I do kind of want to see what he would do, though.
Yeah.
I would be curious. Like, what if he did a great job?
Do you think he wants to do it?
Yeah, I think he would do it.
You think
Yeah,
so?
I think so. Dude, because the importance of that.
Yeah.
That would put him on such a legendary, like,
Right.
legacy.
Right.
you
Yeah.
know?
No
Like, when you
comedian
read it-
has ever done that.
No comedian's ever done that.
Yeah.
Moderated the presidential debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Like, the size of this election, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels historical.
Yeah. Guys, I'm interrupting this podcast to let you know once again that we are brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims pubed, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dongs are looking fresh and clean. Because do you have a moose near the caboose that needs to be tamed? I'm talking hairy, big, and need some support. Thankfully, our sponsor today at Manscaped has you covered to keep the hair looking nice and trimmed and feeling fully supported. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Guys, let's take a step back. Let's, look at this from a different perspective. These dudes create a company to help keep your pubes in check, and they sponsored the pod. And now they're trying to help you guys keep your dongs in check with clean, well-trimmed pubes that don't cut your nuts. I mean, can you think of a better company?
No.
I can't either. They're the best. And that's why Manscaped says, Beluga. Did you hear that? That's your moose asking for more Manscaped. And your moose, by the way, if you guys didn't catch on, they're saying that's your dong. Your dong looks like a moose, which mine, I think it does.
Most dangerous animal in like the wilderness.
Oh, for sure. They'll come at you.
Yeah, moose kill more than bears.
Really? Damn.
I think they're more territorial.
People get kind of cocky. They're like, oh, moose. Whereas a bear, you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's part of it too.
Yeah.
We don't think of them as predators.
Yeah.
But you don't got to be a predator to fuck somebody up.
Yeah. You just think of the word moose and you start laughing.
Yeah. I had a friend in high school who didn't believe moose were real.
Really?
Yeah. She was like, stop messing with me. I know moose aren't real. We're like, no, moose are real.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, are unicorns real? We're like, no, but moose are. She just didn't believe it. She thought we were trying to like make fun of her.
That's hilarious. The Manscaped engineering team just perfected the greatest ball hair trimmer ever created, the Lawnmower 3.0. The premium Lawnmower 3.0 is waterproof, includes an LED light, and is made with advanced skin-safe technology. No nicks or cuts on your dong. And you got the Crop Preserver, the Ball Deodorant, and the Crop Reviver Ball Toning Spray, both super practical, and they smell great too. Plus, for a limited time, when you order the Perfect Package Kit, you get 2 free gifts, the Shed Travel Bag and the Manscaped Anti-Chafing Boxer Briefs. I mean, cooling boxer briefs. They got so much stuff. I mean, the waistband is super elastic. There's no chafing. There's no rubbing. Pair these briefs with pH balancing liquid products like the Crop Preserver, and you're ready for anything. I mean, your grundle is going to be freaking psyched. You need to try this out for yourself. So get 20% off plus free shipping with the code GODEEP20 at manscaped.com. 20% off and free shipping with the code GODEEP20 at manscaped.com. Your balls, your moose, your caboose, JT, and I will thank you.
Thank you.
What up, dudes? I'm interrupting this podcast again to let you know for the first time this year that we are brought to you by MyBookie. Thank you, MyBookie, for sponsoring the podcast. What up? Dudes, we got NFL, football, NBA playoffs, college ball, all at the same time. What? Head just exploded. Winning season has officially returned at MyBookie, and it's time to celebrate the season with some extra cash in your pocket. So join now with the promo code GODEEP and get your first deposit matched $1 for $1, all the way up to $1,000, so you can get a jump start on your winning season. I'm talking money lines, spreads, I'm talking Strider with all that, that sweet, sweet cash, baby. I'm forgetting my gambling terms. So I'm going to have to hit Strider up, and you guys should hit Strider up too for any of your, sports book inquiries, knowledge. What up? So there's money lines, there's spreads, there's game totals, there's freaking parlays. Get that cash, baby. Championship winners. And if you love sports and your heart's still beating, they've got something for you. Plus, it's not too late to get in on the super contest for only a $10 entry. You can have a chance to score yourself a bigger slice of the pie in MyBookie Super Contest, which features over $100K in cash prizes. Every play you want to make is waiting at MyBookie. Make your picks, win big, collect your cash. Your winning season begins today, only at MyBookie. What up? Use code GODEEP. On to the next ad or back to the show? I don't even know. Okay, later.
All right, dude. Let's answer some questions.
Okay, cool.
Friggin' what up, my dogs? Hope you my favorite guests are on today. Chad's bronze, JT's vulnerability, Strider's relation wisdom, and of course, Joe's huge schlong. I'm a stoker all the way from New Zealand and have a question relating to my squad, guys and girls. So our squad consists of around 20 people and frequently gets together to party. That's awesome. Some of us really love to rage and sometimes partake in some silly business, particularly Molly. Only about half of us are into this and often find ourselves doing it in a room, and once that happens, we end up hanging out there for a decent amount of time. The issue is that the other half of the squad have beef with this and think we are being exclusive. I definitely understand this perspective, but often we end up doing this without really thinking. Also, the half that tend to partake, including my dank GF, also happen to be my best friends in the squad. So there's nothing better than raging in a cozy environment, chewing each other's ears off. I just wanted to get your perspective on whether we are in the wrong or how we can squash the beef, noting that stopping Molly isn't an option. I will also add that a few of the squad have had issues with us doing it in front of them before, which is one of the reasons we go off elsewhere. It's interesting. I one time remember walking to a 4th of July party and everybody was doing coke in the living room and I was not comfortable seeing cocaine. I walked in and I was like, I had judgmental eyes right away. I was like, oh my God. And they looked up and they could kind of feel and they were like, and then they doubled down and went to snorting and I was like, oh, what's up? And I was like kind of shaken by it.
Yeah.
But then once the party gets going, I think you kind of forget about that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would tell the non-Molly people to not worry about the Molly people, but I get why they're bummed out.
Yeah, that was my initial instinct too, is to not tell them not to don't. I mean, they shouldn't be judging them so hard. But I get that maybe they feel left out.
Totally.
You know, because I think when a group of people, they start, you know, doing Molly or whatever, doing substances together, they naturally get exclusive.
Yeah.
And they're like sharing in this special experience with each other. So it's like, and of course, when they're on Molly, they're not going to relate to their sober friends.
Yeah.
You're kind of just standing there when all you want to do is like rollerblade and eat popsicles, you know?
Yeah.
So.
But when I'm on Molly, I want to connect too. So I think this main dude, you got to be that guy, and you got to just run out there because you're very keenly aware of what's going on. Just when you do Molly, show them you can participate with them when you're on Molly.
Right.
And I know that might take away from what you'd really prefer to do, but you're on Molly. It'll still be fun.
Yeah.
And then make sure nobody takes too much Molly, like, and don't do it a lot. I remember my friends had to have an intervention with me.
Really?
Yeah, because I did it like at the beach one day.
Yeah.
Like my friend John was like, "You just did Molly to go to the beach." I was like, "Yeah, we're having a good time." And he's like, "No, you're doing it too much." And I was like, "Yeah, he's right."
Yeah.
Yeah. And I still freak out sometimes that there might be holes in my brain.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
I'll just be like in the back of an Uber and I'll be like, "Hey, dude, do you think I might have lost my mind doing too many drugs?" And he's like, "I don't know, man." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." Yeah. Yeah. So I wouldn't. You got keep an eye out on each other and make sure everybody's hydrated and being as safe as possible.
Absolutely. Yeah. Space it out heavily.
And do it under supervision. Just go to
Yeah.
a doctor and do it. You'll still have a good time.
Yeah. And you don't want to get your serotonin levels below par, you know? Not you.
No, but it's true because I don't do it anymore because of my bipolar medication. I'm like, I
Right.
don't want to mess with my serotonin that
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
I meant below par like the word PAR.
Oh, I copied. Yeah.
Okay. I said
Yeah.
that. I was like,
I know you know I got some boost.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, dude,
I've seen
dude.
you lift.
Oh, bro, come on.
Yeah.
Dude.
But yeah, I'd say space it out. I like your advice about trying to connect with people, but if it's creeping them out, then bail.
Dude, that happens.
Because
yeah.
if you're like sucking on a pacifier, like trying to connect with your dog, and your eyes are just rolling, he's just like, you're like, I love you, man. He's like, what, dude? Just go find like a playground and hit the slide.
Dude, I've had those moments before.
Yeah.
Like I was on a date one time with a girl. It was a first date, and we smoked pot at the end of it.
Yeah.
And we were just sitting outside, and I ended up laying down on the street, and I was like looking up at the stars.
Yeah.
And I was like, isn't it crazy that we're just here at all? She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think I'm ready for bed now.
Yeah.
I was like, but I had been doing that for like 2 hours. That's the part I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was like, all right, bedtime.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I overstayed. I'm too stoned. Yeah. But then I couldn't drive home, so I had to just sleep in my car outside the house for like an hour. Yeah. For a couple hours. Yeah.
That's the worst when you're like
Yeah.
coming down. It's like early in the morning, and you're like, I gotta go home, and that's like the worst feeling on earth.
I know. I wanted to tell her. I was like, I want to keep going because I'm not ready to go home yet.
Right.
Yeah. But that was my miscalculation. Yeah.
No, it's all good.
I think she had work the next day.
Oh, for sure. But and also maybe something for this guy. Maybe he could, you know, have his days scheduled. Be like, you know, talk to like the whole squad, and it's like, hey guys, you know, the 8 of us, the Molly crew. Maybe not call yourself a crew. The Molly partakers. I think we're gonna take Molly on Saturday the 19th. Cool. Do you guys? And so then just establish that. So then they know weeks ahead of time. Oh, that's when they're taking Molly. I'm gonna go see
Right.
Tenet at a drive-in.
Smart. Good call. Hello, Chad and JT. I am a recently single male going into my second year of college, and I've been getting into grinding swipes on Tinder. I'm attractive enough to accumulate a handful of matches, but then I hit a wall. My messaging and pickup game is so weak. My Tinder matches often ghost me because my opening lines are so bad. I was hoping all the bros on the pod would give their opening line when infiltrating a woman's DMs. Thank you, legendary Stokers. Dude, I think you're probably thinking about it too much, and it's hard not to, because you know, you're playing at the high chips table. You care. You want these gals to feel you. You want to feel them. I get it. But I would just say the first thing that comes into your head. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just keep doing that, and then your first thought will get better.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Like what's an example?
So I'll just be like, hey, and I'll throw them the thing,
Yeah.
the shaka, and then they're like, hey, what's going on with you? And first thing that comes into my head, oh, I'm on my computer watching a YouTube video about From the King.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just say what you're doing. And they're
Yeah.
like, what about you? Yeah. Because I think we overthink it and we get into like abstract land where we're like, what do I say I'm doing? It's like, just chilling.
Yeah.
It's like, just say what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's smart. Because that can pique some interest too. If you're doing something like kind of cool or interesting, you know.
Yeah.
Or even if you're just watching a movie, that'll spark the conversation.
Yeah.
Like The Patriot. I love The Patriot.
Yeah.
And then you're off to the races.
You're like, I'm watching The Patriot. It's the scene where Mel Gibson goes ham on all the British soldiers in his son's watch.
Yeah.
She gets that. She's like, this is a lot. I have to say something.
Yeah. Wow, I love that style of violence in
Yeah.
that movie.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, Roland Emmerich's crazy.
Yeah. But I was thinking, I liked what you said earlier, just the hay with the shaka.
You taught me that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think when you come in with a line, or you just come in with, then they're like, he's trying too hard. He's desperate.
And there's nowhere to go from there.
Yeah.
Like you say something witty with the first line,
Yeah.
but there's no way to build off of that.
Yeah.
Then you have to be witty again. Now you're putting pressure on yourself to like be Oscar Wilde.
Yeah.
It's like, look, you know, he wrote his lines in advance.
Yeah.
And he just printed them once in a book. It wasn't a dynamic conversation where you got to have it ready all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, you're overrated, Oscar, okay?
Yeah.
You talk a big game, you write it in your books. Can you do it out in the real world with me at a bar when I'm hitting on a 10? Can you do it then, Oscar? Oh, because you were gay. Okay, but can you do it with the dude? Because I'll spin it to anybody. You copy that? Mr. Wild?
With a 10?
With a 10? Can you do it with the 10 in your face?
That's so funny. Yeah, because when you come in with like the witty thing or whatever, it's like, to me, that's almost like, even though you think you're being unique and kind of like charming, it's almost cookie cutter. Whereas like, how many dudes actually come in with the hay and shaka?
And you know, I think you, when you come in with the witty, you sound a little bit like a magician too. It's
Yeah.
a little bit present. It's a little theatrical.
Yeah.
It's like, ta-da!
Yeah.
Oh, I am here in your inbox.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's like
another dude trying to impress me.
yeah,
And then you got this chill dude just like throwing up shakas.
just skating by.
Yeah.
Hey, what up?
Watching The Patriot, and you're like, I want to hang out with that guy.
She's in her front window looking out the room, trying to see what's exciting in the world. You just
Yeah.
blow by on her block on a skateboard and just hit her with a quick shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some guy comes up, hey, did it hurt?
Yeah.
And you're like, what, dude?
Then she's got Romeo under the window with a rose being like, you know, pithy, witty remark, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, how did you fall into this conversation? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't think of it.
I couldn't even think of it.
Yeah.
Because it would embarrass me too
Because they
deeply.
suck so fucking hard.
Yeah.
They suck so hard.
Someone could do a highlight reel of all the things I've tried to say wittily over a dating app.
Oh yeah, we've been there, fellas. Or
Yeah.
to anyone listening,
Ladies.
we've done these.
Yeah.
We've done these things. not we've done this. That sounds so bad.
No, it's true. Yeah.
We've tried to be witty.
I've tried to be witty. It's
Yeah.
hard not to. Yeah. Dude, sometimes you'll write something to someone and you're like, oh man, did I need to put so much sincerity in that?
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like, hey, I had a really nice time with you. I plan on seeing you again. I hope that happens.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if that all needed to be expressed. Yeah.
I remember when I went on a date with someone and I was like, I texted her after, I was like, hey, do you want to go on another date? And she's like, you know, to be honest, I didn't feel a connection. And I was like, all right.
Well, dude, that is like a crazy thing. When you feel a connection for someone
Yeah.
and they don't feel it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just to even say that
Right. Yeah.
was interesting for me.
Oh, the directness of it for sure. Yeah. I had a girl. I liked this girl a lot, and she was like, "Hey, it was like after 4 dates too.
Yeah.
So it like kind of hurt extra. She was
Right.
like, because we kind of knew each other.
Yeah.
She was like, "Hey, I'm just getting a friend vibe," and I remember even thinking, I think I might have even written this to her. I was
Yeah.
like, "I don't think so, but I hear you."
Yeah.
And I was like, I wish you well. Or no, I
Yeah.
said. I was like, I don't think so. I was like, I don't know. I said, I don't believe you. And then I was like, that's too much. I'm sorry. I was like, I wish you well. Yeah. But my initial reaction was like, huh?
It's tough.
Yeah.
But then you're like, down the road, you're like, oh, they saved me some time and
They were right.
probably money.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
having to pay for dates when they weren't into it.
No, it's true. And I think
Not that matters.
No, it does. Yeah. And then it is true. It's like if it's I think we focus so much on what we're saying. It's like, look, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, almost in spite of yourself.
Right.
Yeah. It's not because you like. That's why a movie like Hitch is so appealing.
Yeah.
Because you're like, what if there was a Hitch guy
Yeah.
who could just give me the playbook, so this person that I genuinely like would just feel the same way.
Right.
Yeah. That's like, it is appealing.
Yeah.
But in the end of that movie, Allegra Cole likes him because of the stuff he did that Hitch didn't coach him on.
Because he's such a dork.
Because he's such a dork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he like spilled the hot dog or whatever.
Yeah.
And he taught me how to whistle. Or like,
Yeah. Did you teach him all that? Hell no.
Hell no.
It's a great movie, dude.
I remember in the trailer, he's like, "You overzealous mother." One of the first messages that Caroline sent me, she just went, "Hey, dog." And I was like, "That's awesome."
Yeah.
There's just something about where, it was just so just felt so cool to me.
Yeah, it is cool.
She was like, "Hey, dog."
She is cool. Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, dog."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. You're all good, dude. Just keep doing it. What up, fellas? I have been writing stand-up bits for myself as an aspiring comedian until 3 years ago when I hit major writer's block. I was driving with my girlfriend in the night and hit a deer. I immediately knew there was a good joke there. Something about how the deer is so fast and agile at the slightest noise, but when it's on the pavement with a car zooming at it, it just stands completely still. Yeah, I know it needs some serious work or some sort of punchline or restructuring. Yeah. Then I was cruising through Instagram and the Grape Juice Boys page posted a meme pretty much about my bit, and now I'm unmotivated to finish it. Could you guys help me finish up this bit or help me get past my writer's block somehow? Dude, I would just move on to another bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you'll come up with more. And dude, this is a great thing that Stephen Pressfield says of the War of Art. He says the level of resistance you have to doing something, so how much writer's block you have, is equal to how good that thing could be, which is just a nice way to think about it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. It makes you feel really good about writer's block.
Yeah.
And I think because deers don't respond to, I guess they only see things as they move. Like something has to be moving for them to see
Yeah,
it.
we learned that from the guy who knew Joe Rogan.
Dude, I'm such a dork. We were talking about that today together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Edge Sight?
Yeah, I was like saying it like it was like brand new. Yeah. Yeah, edge sight. So maybe if the car is moving at a consistent speed, it looks like nothing to them.
Yeah, I would say keep writing. I'd say do some free writing in the morning. Wake up, write in your journal. Don't try to make jokes. Don't try to be funny. Just write whatever is on your mind, and you're gonna get some wild ideas in there, because you don't want to get hung up on just one bit. Because oftentimes those ones where you're like, I know this will be funny if I did. Oftentimes those are just not even that good.
Right.
And then you stumble upon the great ones, and you don't even realize it until you test it out in front of an audience, and you're like, you like that one? You know what I mean?
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that goes across the board in art too. I think big directors have said I thought this movie was going to be a hit.
Yeah.
I thought this one was going to be a flop.
Yeah.
You just never know what audiences are going to respond to. Or bands will always be like, yeah, we almost left that single off the album.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Miguel didn't realize Skywalker was the biggest single on one album. He barely showed it to a producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's weird. All right. Dear Kettlebell King and Assault Bike Beast, I'm writing you today with a request for some wisdom in finding a Khaleesi, if that's even in the cards for me. I went through a pretty rough breakup with my girlfriend of 3 years right before I moved to begin grad school 2 years ago. It came without warning and over the phone, and I was pretty devastated for a while. In addition to seeking therapy and realizing that I had to allow myself to the grief instead of suppressing it, I came to realize that I was in an unhealthy relation and that I was truly better off alone for some time and needed to focus on taking care of myself. In hindsight, I was exhausted and checked out of trying to keep up with her constant needs and realized now that once I burnt out, she just dropped me to go find someone else or multiple people that could support those needs. It was definitely a bit of a one-sided situation in terms of effort, but your pod has helped me to find both peace and stoke within myself and I am doing much better. I've made new friends, been a more compassionate family member, and have gotten totally yoked. Nice. Overall, my mental and physical health and thereafter stoke are better than they have ever been before, but I find myself with zero interest into entering into another relation, even after 2 years. I'm not sure if it's the Q-teen and wanting to lay low, the fact that I have other things in my life that I want to figure out first, full-time work, possibly moving where I'll be living if I don't end up staying with my folks, that I'm still burnt out from my past girlfriend, that I haven't met the right person, or that it just isn't in my destiny. I'm a pretty social guy and have no issues meeting people, but right now, over the past years, I just haven't had interest at all in anyone that I've met. It may be worth mentioning that I'm kind of an all-or-nothing guy in the space. I don't really date casually and generally like to get to know someone as friends for a while before I even have any interest in taking things further. And I'm also not really into hookup culture. Even still, I still haven't met anyone that's remotely sparked my interest, and that kind of worries me. Dating apps suck because I feel like I'm expected to carry the entire conversation, and if I don't have an interest in them, there's not mutual effort, which there rarely is. I've gotten zero motivation to continue to do so. To continue to do so. For some bros that have been sun-kissed from some bros that have sun-kissed Cali wisdom, do you have any advice? Do you think I'm just burnt out, recovering, or is this maybe a period of my 20s where I just need to get more of my life together before a healthy, serious relationship can materialize anyways?
I think you need to just open yourself up a little bit more to it, you know? I think you're thinking about all the ways that it can go wrong, or like all the reasons why, you know, you don't want to go on these dates, you don't want to go on dating apps, all the sort of parameters for like what it takes for you to want to get into a serious relationship. And I would say just to sort of, you know, stay getting yoked, keep working on your mental health, keep being a good family member, but just be a little bit more open to the possibilities that are out there. You know, it seems like you're kind of shutting yourself off to a certain extent to some people. And I would just say just to be a little bit more open and allow that person to come into your life. Don't worry about it too much too. Just get in that receiving mode where you just are open, say yes to life, and allow that person to come into your life. And it will happen, I think.
Yeah. I think you got to zoom out probably a little bit. I think you're, cause you seem like you're saying you don't really want to have a girlfriend right now, but then you're writing all this stuff about it. So, I mean, sometimes we just get into a place where we're just wondering if we're heading in the right direction or if we're making the right choices. But I mean, I think I trust you. If you're making those choices, I think maybe right now isn't the time, but it'll happen. And yeah, I mean, look, everything has its shortcomings. Dating apps do suck, but that's where things happen now. So I would just kind of, I don't know, I'd suck it up a little bit in that respect. If you got to carry the conversation, you do it when you can. When you don't, it doesn't happen, but that's okay. And you'll meet the right person. I think it's kind of cool that you're not into like hookup culture and stuff.
Yeah.
I think people are really gonna like that. Like women will like that. You sound like a serious guy. Yeah. So, and that gets cooler the older you get too. So I don't know. If you feel good about it, I would just keep going as you're going, and yeah, be open to things though. You know, she could just you guys could have a meet cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she could be just as serious as you, and be like, hey, and I'm not trying to do anything hook-uppy. And then you guys both hook up on the first night.
Yeah.
Yeah, little dramatic, little twist.
You break your own rules.
Yeah, you're breaking all the rules for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I heard about this thing from Tony Robbins.
Beast.
Where he's like, if you're looking for that partner, get out a notebook and just write it down. Write down all the qualities you want in the ideal partner, whoever it is, whoever you want in your life. Just write it down. So write down all the qualities you want of like your ideal partner in your life. And according to him, that's sort of like gets your mind in a state where you can sort of like spot that ideal person more
Right.
easily.
Dude, 2 favorite Tony Robbins movies from his documentary on Netflix. One, he's talking to a lady. She talks for like 5 minutes about like all of her issues, and then he goes, "Tell me about your father." And she just breaks down crying. She just falls apart. Like it was
Yeah.
like she was just sitting there waiting for like the tiniest poke, and he
Yeah.
just poked her right where he had to. She's like, and I just wonder like why my relationship's always going a direction where I feel like I'm not getting what I need from the person that I'm supposedly committed to. And he's like, "Tell me about your father." And she's like, "My dad. My dad was the best man I ever met." And then Tony's like, "And fuck him. Fuck him." She's like, "Huh?" He's like, "He ruined other men for you." I was like, "Damn, dude. You went there fast."
Yeah.
And then with this other dude, he's like grilling this dude. He's like, "Are you a masculine or a feminine man?" And the guy right away just goes, "Feminine man." Just totally yields to Tony. And then Tony's
Yeah.
like, that's the one where he goes, "Roar like a tiger." And the guy goes, "Roar,"
Yeah.
and lets out like the most powerful roar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kooky.
I love when he's with his all the assistants. He's like, "What do I need to do today?" He's like, "All right, we're gonna talk to this person, in server chat." He's like, "Okay, 1 second." Just hops into his ice bath.
Yeah. I got 5 minutes. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we keep pushing into the beefs?
Sure.
Chad, who is your beef of the week?
My beef of the week is myself. I got a lot of messages for eating sweet potato on the last pod.
Oh, you did?
Not a lot, but like 3. Yeah, like 3. But enough to feel it.
Right.
Feel like I let the Stokers down. And I'm sorry, guys. I was hungry, all right? You know, I hit the assault bag pretty hard, and I was trying to get some are sweet potato complex carb?
Yeah,
I
for
think it
sure.
is. I was trying to get some complex carbs in. And, you know, the pod, well, I was hungry. And with those headphones and that mic setup, I can't hear what's going on in the mic. So I didn't hear it, and I still haven't heard it. But apparently it was some loud chewing. And according to some people, made them want to throw up. So I'm sorry. I won't eat sweet potato into the mic again. But thank you for reaching out and being honest with me about it. I appreciate the feedback. And yeah, stay stoked.
Dude, I admire that you took responsibility for it, that you've made a commitment to improve, and that also the food that you did eat was a really healthy one.
Yeah.
That's good modeling for all the listeners.
It's a tuber. If you're gonna annoy the audience, at least eat a tuber.
Yeah, if you're going to eat at a moment when you're not supposed to, eat
Yeah.
something healthy so it looks like you're at least being like
Yeah.
mindful in some respects.
Yeah, well, can you imagine if I was eating like fries maybe not fries is this.
Like ice cream, that'd be so decadent.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. Because it was
But-
a sweet potato, I was like, he's being healthy.
Yeah, if I brought like a big sundae, I was like,
Nah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Whipped cream.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would be pretty hilarious.
Decadent boy.
I just
Yeah.
pull it out from under the table.
Yeah. In a big, like, ornate glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
With, like,
Jimmy
a big
Hoffa
cherry
style
on
in The
top.
Irishman. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That'd be a move
Oh man, now I want to get ice cream.
for sure. Aaron, what's your beef of the week?
My beef of the week is with carry-out places that have music on. Like you go into like a Subway or a Jersey Mike's.
They not playing enough Dishwalla?
No, they're playing. We're all wearing masks, man. It's fucking hard to talk. Like,
Right.
I'm constantly repeating myself. They're constantly like, "What? What?" I'm like, "Pickles, pickles." It's because you have Dishwalla on. Turn that shit off. Like, for the rest of the quarantine, carry out places, no music. I know it's gonna suck for you maybe to have to work there. Maybe turn it on when no customers are in there. I don't know how you're gonna make it work, but man, we all have to deal with this mask stuff. Fuck. Like, just make it a scenario where someone like me can fucking order.
Yeah, they gotta be quick on the trigger. Pause on the Kevin Little "Turn Me On."
Turn me on, turn me on.
Let me hold you. Come caress my body.
You got me going crazy now. Turn me on, turn me on.
Rum de rum de, hum de hum de.
Should we play some?
I think we'll get it to episode taken down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. Damn.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
That's a beef right there. Dude, my beef of the week is with feelings.
Nice.
Yeah, man. I just, and when I have them, I want to share them, and it's hard for me to hold back. Yeah, and but I think the more restraint I can practice, the better my life will be. Yeah.
Is this in regards to the situation yesterday?
Yeah.
You can cut that.
No,
I
it's okay.
was just wondering.
No, that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just I'm just feeling so much, and I'm like, this isn't like, and I just gotta hold him.
Yeah.
But, and I even gotta talk about it less. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, just tough.
No, I hear you. I mean, it's torture.
Yeah.
Is what it is. But you could just take a moment to be excited about having that. You know what I mean?
No, but it's good to feel stuff. It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's you're alive.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, when it was like, if this is the Matrix, if this all is a hologram or a simulation, more if it's a simulation, I'm like, they program so much feeling into it.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, I think feelings. You're fun. You're like a good servant, but a terrible master.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe it's maybe even thinking about it that way is not the way to think about it. Maybe you gotta have a little bit more of like one of these things with it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, I hear you.
Nice. Dude, what's your baby? What? Go ahead.
Yeah, you're alive. You could be walking along the sidewalk with your head down, your hands in your pockets. Next moment, something happens. You could be like swinging off the poles, dancing.
Yeah.
That's what's cool about them.
Yeah, you're alive.
Yeah.
You are. If you're listening to this, you're alive.
Yeah.
What other podcast are you gonna get that kind of affirmation?
Yeah.
Yeah. For those people at home, I'm taking my shirt off. Dude, it was so funny. Some dude on YouTube was like, JT's looking jacked. And then another guy was like, not jacked, but he definitely looks better. But I respect that guy for holding the standard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let's not go cuckoo here. Yeah. Chad, who's your babe of the week?
My baby of the week is my mom's dog Luna. She passed, unfortunately, and she was just the best. She was the best dog. Beautiful dog. I did an Instagram post about her. I said she's the embodiment of love and happiness, and she was just such a good companion to my mom and stepdad. My mom went on a hike with her every day, and it's just tragic because she was only like 4. And it's just she's had lymphoma. She's like, yeah, and it just it was aggressive. So that was tough. Tough few days, but I think my mom and stepdad are starting to move forward, and it was tough for me too. I had a really strong connection to the dog. Even though I didn't. I would see Luna, a handful of times out of the year, but I just love that dog a lot, But yeah, when I heard I was on the assault bike, sweating, it was like one of the hottest days of the year. It was actually the hottest day of the summer. I was on the assault bike sweating, and I heard I was in my assault bike's on my balcony. And I just started crying. There's like a fan on the assault bike, so it's just super loud. And so I'm sure the building can hear it. And then they just hear this dude start crying. We're just like, oh, God. People were just like, what is he doing? But yeah. So, Luna, if you're listening, I love you. You're the best dog ever. And you will be deeply missed. And you are deeply loved by your family.
It's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you.
She was lucky to be loved by you guys.
Yeah, that's what I said to my mom. I'm like, for the 4, even though she was dealt a bad hand with genetics, she lived the best life.
She had good company.
Ever. For that amount of time that she was here, she was well loved and had a great time. She's in Santa Fe, out in nature. go on hikes every day with my mom, just running the trails and having a blast.
Yeah.
So, she had a good life for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. Aaron, who's your babe of the week?
My babe of the week is former guest on the pod, Rob Hubel.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if you guys have noticed his new thing on Instagram is a character called Dan Gator, and he's trying to get you out of your timeshare.
Oh,
Out of your
yeah.
goddamn timeshare. It's that man is fucking hilarious. It just never doesn't bring a smile to my face to just check out on his Instagram and see what he's up to.
He's so funny.
Yeah, he's the best.
He looks great. He's all gray. Looks great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He embraced it, huh?
It's crazy. It does look good.
Yeah,
It looks more natural in a way.
Yeah.
Is that too much to say?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. We should have him back.
Yeah, he was fun.
See if he'll just come back and mess around.
I think he will. Yeah. My baby of the week is Dan Donahue. He's a comedian who's just been using his time so well during the quarantine, and he's just been helping people nonstop. Like, he's always doing some endeavor for the homeless. And he actually had an interesting escapade recently where someone put big like boulders along a underpass to try and prevent the homeless from having encampments there. And Dan went there that night and moved them, and ended up getting on the news about it and became kind of like the representative of like doing that, of like that movement to remove the rocks. And then the guy who ended up putting the rocks there was the guy who wrote Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Oh,
and,
yeah.
And Dan talked to him on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
What did they talk about?
they just kind of like got a better understanding of what the other one was like. I think the guy who wrote Fast and Furious was embarrassed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And Dan was talking about how he's liberal, so you can shame a liberal, but you can't shame a conservative. And I contend that to be true. You can shame the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
And then but yeah, Dan's a great guy. He's like super jacked, very handsome, and just a great guy. Yeah, so he's a babe.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's doing stuff every day too. Like yesterday, he was handing out like mass to the homeless. It's just crazy. It's like inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's cool.
he's the kind of person I would be like that Warren Buffett thing. Like, you're the combination of the 5 people you surround yourself with. I'm like, he could be one of those guys. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you told me about him, I was like, yeah, like about how much he volunteers and stuff. I'm like, really? I was like, damn.
Yeah, he gets after it,
Yeah.
and he's hot.
He is hot.
Sorry, dude, if he watches this.
Dan.
He's like, bro, do you have to lead into the hotness so much? I remember Ashton Kutcher was on Real Time with Bill Maher one time, and Dan Savage was on there. And Dan Savage was like kind of treating Kutcher like he's just a hot piece of ass. And he said something kind of rude to him, and then Ashton was like all loaded up and ready to go, like already had his response. He's like, you wrote an article about like the dream celebrities that you'd like to spend time with, and you had me on there, and you like just totally objectified me. And he's like, I would not have dinner with you. And the crowd like cheered, and Ashton was like fired up.
That's awesome.
Because I think like Debbie Moore says in her book, like Ashton's like a really smart guy. So I
Yeah.
think he felt like kind of underestimated,
Yeah.
and so he took it out on the dude. Yeah.
That's a great place to come from.
Yeah.
Underestimated.
Right. Don't underestimate Ashton Kutcher, dude.
No. He's hot.
He's hot too. Super hot. Super hot guy.
He's hot.
Demi Moore said in her book that he opened her up sexually in ways that Bruce never did. So, sorry, Bruce Willis. I doubt you care to read the book. You seem like you're on your own time, but I wouldn't want my wife saying that.
Dude, what do you think Bruce Willis is doing right now?
Dude, he's in a hot tub, right? No. Is he? What's he doing? I wonder. I think him and Demi live across the street from each other in Aspen. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think.
Sun Valley.
Sun Valley.
I think he's sitting in a chair just like looking intensely at the wall.
Yeah.
Just
Lucky Wall.
yeah.
Yeah. Dude, the way he like seduced Demi Moore, she's at a party with Emilio Estevez, her former fiance. They're kind of like seeing if there's still a flame there. Bruce is behind the bar at El Coyote, that Mexican restaurant in Beverly, and I guess he used to be a bartender. So he's like doing cocktail moves, like shaking margarita cans, and he keeps serving her drinks and like catering the performance to her. Like, worked.
Wait. He was a bartender?
He was
when
a celebrity at this point who had been like
Okay.
Emmy nominated for Moonlighting.
Okay.
But to impress her, he jumped behind the bar and acted like a bartender and was like taking drinks and then slinging her a glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was famously a bartender in New Jersey or New York
Oh, okay.
while he was coming up as an actor.
Right. There was like Bruce Springsteen was like the top guitarist, and Bruce Willis was like the top bartender.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
And so yeah, but it worked. They got married like a month later.
Dude, I wish another movie like Armageddon would come out.
Yes.
Like, why not?
I think that could happen, and I think we might know a guy who might make it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we do.
That'd be awesome, though. Another Armageddon.
Yes. With Bruce,
Nickelback could do the song this time.
Yeah, with Bruce and just that whole squad. Just a ragtag bunch of dudes.
Dude, run it back with the same cast. And then a few
Yes.
new subs for the people who passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
R.I.P. Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah.
Yeah, later MCD. Big man.
I mean, it's such
Big
a
heart.
It's just such a good time.
Yeah, it is. It's one of the best movies ever.
It's like the end of the world, but you're having a blast.
I mean, and it's got some pivotal scenes.
Yeah.
I mean, Harry putting Ben Affleck's character back in the tube.
Yeah.
I gotta do it. It's my job. My little girl's your job now. Yeah. What's his name? Casey?
I'd be damn proud of you. I'd be damn proud to have you as a son.
Yeah.
Casey.
No.
No, it's not.
I'll look
My,
it up.
my little girl.
What is his name? I'm
What's
right
Ben
on it.
Affleck's name?
Yeah.
I know it.
I'm right on it. Casey. What is it? Dude, I'm losing my mind.
AJ.
AJ. And then when hit the button, Stamper.
Hit the button, Stammer. Harry won't fail. He
Dude.
doesn't know how to fail.
Dude, when I saw that in theaters as a kid, you know when they're walking, you know, after the mission, so after they're back on Earth, and they're wearing like the orange jumpsuits and stuff, the space ones, it makes it look like they have huge dongs.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? Because like the part over your hog is like a fucking, you unbutton it and then it just pops open.
Dude, that was so intentional by costume to give the
Yeah.
idea that these guys have big dongs.
They look like they have massive cranks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so smart.
Yeah, because they're walking and the things are literally swinging. And as a kid, I was like, dude, Ben Affleck has a huge dink.
Yep. That sweetens the movie by 5%. Yeah.
No, that made me even more fired up.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked my mom about it too. We were in the car ride. I was like, Mom, can we get McFlurries? She's like, yeah, for sure. And I was like, also, did you peep the size of those hogs? And she just looked back and smiled.
She was like, permission to shake hands with the son of the most, with the most,
The most observant 7-year-old I've
yeah,
ever seen.
permission to shake hands with the hands of the most perceptive child I have ever met. Yeah.
Did I?
My dog, who's your legend of the week?
John Chigas.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. So John Chigas, just a great guy. He works on a lot of our videos. He's our camera guy. And he's just like a hard worker, really sweet, smart, knowledgeable, well-read, and just a great dude. I mean, you literally have nothing bad to say about the guy.
He might have the easiest vibes of anyone I've ever been around.
Yeah.
Yeah. His negative footprint is almost non-existent in
Yeah.
terms of like, he doesn't need anything.
Yeah.
He's the least needy person I've ever met.
Yeah. And he's like always interested in stuff, and he's just like, he's down for whatever, and he works hard on our videos and just, you know, filming and stuff and getting in there and
And he's great at that.
getting the shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
He got yelled at yesterday.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. This guy's like, this volleyball player's like, excuse me, could you not film us? We're working out. We're working out, okay? If you could not film us, we're working out. Thank you. And Chigas was like,
Dude, I remember that guy. He was
Yeah.
so authoritative about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's jacked.
Yeah. I was being like passive aggressive towards him afterwards. I was like, oh, dude, nice bump. Oh, dude, butter said, but I was being sincere enough. I was like, butter said, dude. Oh, put it down, bro.
Yeah.
Put it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he came in a little hot with like the, hey, excuse me? We're working out. Thanks. Appreciate it, bro. You know that.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
The aggro,
Yeah.
like, thanks for doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that one. The aggro. Thanks, dude. Thanks. You're like, is that really thanks?
Yeah.
Are you actually saying thank you?
Yeah.
Or are you still being a fucking ass?
Excuse me, can
Yeah.
you not film us? Thanks. Yeah, thanks.
Like a sincere one there would have been nice. Like, all right, dude, can you not film us? We're working out. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
See how much better that is?
You don't have to yell it in the same tone as like telling him to stop.
Switch the tone on the thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then don't. That has always annoyed me. Just don't even say thank you.
Yeah.
Just like, can you not film us? Period.
Dude, I'm sorry if I'm trying to sound like a Billy Badass here, because I've got my ass kicked a lot, and I've run away from a lot of fights. But okay, one time I was at a bar, and at the Brig in Venice, and I hit on this girl. I was like, hey, what's up? Hey, you should meet my friends or something. This guy was like, hey, bro, I'm her boyfriend. And I was like, hey, dude, my bad, I had no idea. And then he goes, that's right, he's like, that's right, bitch. Called me bitch. I was so apologetic. And right after, he's like, that's right, bitch. And dude, I snapped. I was like, he was the little dude. I was like, dude, what the fuck? I was like, I'm a bitch. I was like, fuck you, dude. I was like, let's go outside and fight right now. Oh no, I said this. I was like, dude, text me or give me your phone number, and we'll meet. Like, we'll have fun tonight, and then I'll meet you tomorrow at a park, and we'll fight. He's like, I'm not gonna fight you, dude. I was like, well, why'd you call me a fucking bitch? And then his girlfriend got in the middle of us, and she was like, get out of his fucking face, asshole. And like, she started like shoving me, and then I was like, oh. I was like, dude, your fucking girlfriend had to protect you. I was like, you're an embarrassment.
You said that to
yeah.
me?
And then I walked away. And then when I left, they were outside arguing with each other. Mm-hmm. And I just went up to him and I was like, hey, dude, I'm sorry. No bad blood. And he looked at me for a second, then we shook hands and it was over.
Nice.
Yeah. But I was so mad.
That's right, bitch.
Yeah. He just goes, yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. He said something like that. And I just lost it. I was like, what the fuck?
What a funny thing to say.
Yeah, it was just so unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah. The extra, like, he just stuck me deeper. Yeah.
That's what I thought, bitch.
That's what I thought, bitch. I was like, huh?
Oh, dude, my bad. Sorry, I didn't realize that you two were dating. That's right, bitch.
yeah, exactly, dude. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I was so nice. That always makes me mad when I'm genuinely nice and sorry and do like all the things right, and then the other person kind of like, when my head's down, smacks the back of my head.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny. Hey, we're working out here, dude. Thanks. Yeah.
Thanks.
I guess we are filming them, which is like a little annoying.
Yeah. Because in my mind, well, knowing what I know, maybe you can cut this, but like knowing what I know about like filming and stuff. Or, like, if someone's filming me in public, I'd be like, get that out of my face.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
Don't say anything. If someone's filming you in public, take this from guys who film people in public, don't say anything. It's like the cops.
Yeah.
Like everyone thinks they're going to outsmart the camera. They think they're going to outsmart the cops. The best thing you can do is just not talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with the principal's office.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So John Chigas, you're a legend. And that's it. You're a friggin' legend.
Great guy. Aaron, who's your legend of the week?
My legend of the week is I've been rewatching more Jeopardy on Netflix. It's kind of how I go to bed. I exercise my mind and then go to sleep. Probably counterintuitive, but it works. So my legend of the week is Alex Trebek. I want to make sure that in case, obviously he's dealing with some really major health problems right now. So I just want to make sure that I appreciate him publicly before anything happens, because he's done an amazing job on a really great show for a very long time. And that's super hard to do.
Agreed. He's so good.
He's a beast.
My legend of the week is Kathy Marisi, Joe Marisi's mother.
Yeah.
She passed away last week, so send your love to Joe. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. I didn't know his mother well. I never met her in person. I would just talk to her over FaceTime when she was FaceTiming with Joe. But you could see where Joe came from, and there's a reason Joe's like the most wonderful guy on earth, and truly just like a really special guy. One of the most like honorable, straightforward, and grounded people I've ever met. And his mom and dad were the same way when they would rap with him on the phone. And his mom was so sweet, and it's just it's too bad. Yeah. Kathy Marisi, rest in peace. You are a legend above all legends. And Joe was lucky to have you as a mom, and he'll carry on your legacy.
Absolutely.
Chad, what's your quote of the week?
My quote of the week is from Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean. He's like, that's what a ship is, It's not just a keel and a hole in the deck and sails. That's what a ship needs, but what a ship is, what the Black Pearl really is freedom.
That's awesome.
I wanted to do the accent, but I just was like, whatever.
I like the voice you did.
You like
Yeah, it was good.
Thanks.
Aaron, what's your phrase? What's your quote of the week?
Hang on, still looking for it.
Dude, when it cut to the wide there of my face, dude, because I was curious how long you were going to stay on that single at Chad. So when it cut to the wide of me, I was just doing this face. Just staring. Yeah. Like, oh, this is interesting. Sometimes when I'm watching a football game, I'll think that. They'll stay on like the same angle for like 30 seconds. You're like, when are they going to cut?
Yeah.
You're like, is the person, what's going on up there? Yeah. And it's a fun way to watch football. Dude, and football's back. Let's go, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Some normalcy. It's so nice.
How was it without the crowds?
Dude, I actually haven't even watched that much because we shot on Sunday.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and then I was driving up here today. So I was mostly just hitting refresh on my phone. And that was amazing.
Yeah.
Because I got Devontae Adams and he had 14 catches. So every time I hit refresh, he had another catch.
Yeah.
And just watching the money pile up like that was just,
Yeah.
it was so satisfactory. Yeah. Then Saquon, my running back today, had about 15 carries for 7 yards. Not what I was expecting, Saquon. Not your fault, you're the best ever. But I felt like, I mean, I spent $94 on him in our auction, which is insane, but our market's hyperinflated because we have 14 teams. And felt like I paid $1 for every 0.01 yards. Not what I was expecting. Yeah. But so good to have football back. Let's go. And then basketball's in the playoffs. I don't know. It's just a good time. Aaron, do you have your quote?
Still looking, unfortunately.
What'd you think about Odell Beckham liking to have girls take deuces on him?
I like that he's exploring himself.
Yeah, it's good he found that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I wonder if
yeah.
he was happy before or if he got happy after.
Yeah. I'm sure he was happy before, but he was so happy that he's like finally starting to accept what he really likes, and now he's really, really happy.
Yeah, because he probably had a year or two of adjusting to it. Of being
Yeah.
like, oh, do I actually want to do this? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to imagine, though, he just made the jump right away. Like the first time it happened, he just went, Eureka.
Yeah.
He's like, that's it. Pow. Everything fell into place.
Eureka.
Yeah. Like, what if it fixed his depression? What if he had been depressed and he's like,
Yeah.
honestly, it fixed my depression? We'd all have to support
If he
him.
came out and said that,
Yeah.
he should do that.
He should do that. He's like, dude, I was literally like, I felt so alone. I felt isolated. I was so sad and unhappy. And now
Yeah.
I've never felt better. I'm ready to have a great season. I'm
Yeah.
talking to my family all the time.
I got
Yeah.
shit on last night.
Yeah.
I feel great.
Yeah. And then the team's like pumped. They're like, Odell, did you get shit on last night? He's like, you know it. They're like, oh, we're going to get a W today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in the Super Bowl, and he's like, the coach is like, you make sure you get someone real nice to shit on
Yeah.
his chest.
Make sure it's someone special this time, Odell. This is a once in a lifetime thing. He goes,
Yeah.
don't worry, coach. I know exactly the girl I'm looking for. And then he like runs out to her, you know?
The coach is like, Adele, who's shitting on your chest tonight?
Yeah.
How you prepping for the game?
He plays like a boombox out of her window, like say anything. But the song is like,
Chocolate Rain.
yeah, or like,
Or what? What even is that song?
what's a good dookie, a girl dookieing on your chest song?
Is that a racist song, Chocolate Rain?
I don't know. No, because poop looks chocolatey.
Is it, Aaron?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to look it up. Good song to get pooped on during.
I'd say Kenny Loggins. The Dangers.
Yeah, Danger Zone. Highway to the Danger Zone is good. That's it. You nailed it. Aaron, do you have your quote of the week?
For some reason, Nirvana smells like Teenage Spirit.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little Delia, but yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Sorry.
Or what, dude, Santeria by Sublime.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
I could totally get shit on during Santeria.
Love is What I Got by Sublime.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one. Yeah.
I don't practice Santeria.
I ain't got. Hey, do you want to prank call my friend Ross real quick?
Yeah.
I'll be your wife.
Okay. What is it? The shit in the pool of where?
Someone shit at the pool at Monarch Beach Club under his name.
Is that Mr. Cummings?
Let me look it up. That's his number.
Hello there. This is
At the Monarch Beach Resort, someone pooped in the someone defecated in the pool, and they used his name. Wait, and say the person in question is JT Parr.
Oh, can you open it again? Sorry.
Say JT Park came in here with a date, and he was inebriated and he ended up defecating in the pool.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's coming, right?
Yeah. If he doesn't do it, we'll get his brother. Pick it up, Rossi.
Call has been forwarded
Damn
to an
it.
automatic voice.
All right, here, I'll type in Robbie's number real quick. I know them both by heart. I should have just done that.
Monarch Beach Resort?
Yeah, Monarch Beach Resort. And just say we couldn't get a hold of your mom.
Your call has been forwarded to an
Damn it.
automatic voice message
Shall I leave a
system.
message?
94943.
I think we got to get a hold of someone.
It's pretty late. People might not pick up.
That's true. Ross lives in New York. It's 1:37.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
But he's definitely playing Call of Duty. We'll get him next time. Aaron, do you have your quote of the week?
Yeah, I do now.
What's your quote of the week?
I have some more song lyrics from my boys at Jimmy Eat World.
Let's go.
It's a song called Love Never. It's out on their new album, Surviving. Love ain't never been your friend. Love ain't never gonna hear what you're demanding. Love ain't some magical thing. Love's never gonna be the way you're dreaming. And I think that goes to the guy who emailed in.
Right.
Don't try it. Lighten up. Have some fun. Don't overthink it.
Hey, man. It's tough. My quote of the week is from the comments section of one of the scenes from The Notebook. And someone said, when you like someone and they like you back, it's the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
For
It's
sure.
true. It's weird.
Yeah, it's cosmic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels special.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two shooting stars hit each other.
Yeah, like doing.
Doing. Boing. Poof, doof. Did we just doof on each other?
Yeah.
She's like, I felt the doof too. Like, all right, come here. Let me get some more making out on camera. When you stop just to make eye contact, you're like, I'm talking about when you're making out and then you stop for a second to make meaningful eye contact. Chad, what's your phrase of the week for getting after it?
Hey, can you shit on my chest while we listen to Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins?
And dude, his last name's Loggins. Logs.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect. Aaron, what's your phrase of the week for getting after it?
I mean, you just said it. Let's go make meaningful eye contact.
Yeah, that's nice.
Let's go take a shit.
Let's go take a shit on some guy's chest. Yeah, I like both of those things. If you can do meaningful eye contact during the other one,
Dude, can you imagine?
that'd be
Holy
pretty intimate. Yeah,
Dude, if you're staring.
you're staring while she does it. Get off your phone. Focus. This is special.
Look at my eyes.
Look at my eyes. Yeah, you'd feel close to the person. I feel close as shit to you right now. Yeah, as shit. Dude, my phrase of the week for getting after it is one of the most fire exchanges between two of the tightest buddies in movie history. It's from Bad Boys 2, Bad Boys for Life. When he goes, we ride together, we die together. Bad Boys for Life. Come on, dude. If that doesn't get you hyped, check your fucking resting heartbeat, because it might be at 0.
Chipotle.
If it was at 1, you'd be super healthy. That means your heart needed 60 seconds to take in all that blood. All right, dude. Dude, that was fun, man. It was good hanging.
Yeah, it was good. Fun pod. It's always good to get in the studio.
It is the best. And guys, we shot a video before this, so
Yeah.
we were in here for a while.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Aaron, thank you so much.
Yeah,
man.
thank you to Aaron for your help and your patience and just being a legend.
You're a legend, dude. Chad, I'll see you next week, dude.
Yeah.
We're both hitting the road now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to see your mom?
I'm trying to figure it out. My dad wants me to come see him, and my mom's like nervous about me flying. And
Right. So go see your mom first. Or
Yeah.
is that still on the docket?
I might. I'm just trying to figure it out with her because she's nervous about me flying.
Oh, because you wouldn't drive out to see her?
Well, I would, but it's 12 hours
That's pretty brutal. Yeah.
by myself.
Yeah. Do you crush it, though?
12 hours.
You'd like it, actually.
I think I would.
You would really like it. Yeah.
That's a good point.
You'll enjoy the mission of it, and then you'll have like breakthroughs as you're driving.
Do you think so?
Absolutely. Yeah. Cause I did a similar drive to Montana, and the first
Yeah.
hour was brutal, and then after that I loved it.
Yeah. But I just, if I do drive, my lease is fucked.
Oh, really?
But maybe I don't need it. Shouldn't think about that.
How many miles?
Well, I'm at like 4,500. I need to have, my cap is at 10,500 by March.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll be kind of close, won't it? Yeah.
I think I can fly though.
You can fly for sure.
I think it's
yeah.
safe.
Fly the red airline that splits it up.
Yeah. God, fuck COVID, man.
I know, it's a bummer. It almost feels like we're all at a place where we've like now understand that it's around,
Yeah.
but it's still not normal.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. It's I know, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. World's on fire. Nuts.
All right.
Yeah, later guys.
We'll see you.
Bye.
If you need advice,